Clarity about what you want is the cornerstone of all achievement. Without a clear, specific goal, your efforts become scattered and your progress stalls. When you decide exactly what you want, you give your mind a target to aim for, a destination to navigate toward. It's like setting a course on a map. If you don't know where you're going, you'll likely wander aimlessly or end up somewhere you never intended. Most people live with vague desires. I want to be successful. I want to be happy. Or I want more money. These statements are like shadows. They give you a general direction but lack the detail needed to focus your energy. The clearer and more precise you make your goal, the easier it becomes for your mind to work on solutions, recognize opportunities, and stay motivated. For example, I want to earn 100,000 annually within 2 years through my business is a much more powerful statement than simply, I want more money. It specifies the amount, the timeline, and the method, activating your subconscious mind to work toward that outcome. When you decide exactly what you want, you start to make better decisions. Every choice you face becomes filtered through your goal. Does this action move me closer to what I want? If yes, then it deserves your attention and energy. If no, then it's a distraction you can eliminate. This clarity helps you avoid the common trap of chasing every new idea or opportunity that comes your way. Instead, you become laser focused, investing your time and resources in what truly matters. Writing down your goals is a powerful way to cement them in your mind. Studies show that people who write their goals are significantly more likely to achieve them. This simple act creates a contract with yourself, a tangible reminder of what you're working toward. Revisiting your written goals daily reinforces your commitment and keeps your purpose fresh in your mind, preventing distractions and procrastination from pulling you off course. Clarity also fuels motivation. When you have a vivid picture of what success looks like, it stirs your emotions and activates your desire. Your goal becomes more than just words. It becomes a compelling vision that excites you and drives you forward, even when challenges arise. Without this emotional connection, it's easy to lose steam and give up when obstacles appear. In addition to clarity, setting deadlines adds urgency and structure. A goal without a deadline is just a wish. Deadlines push you to act with intention and avoid the trap of endless planning without progress. When you commit to a timeline, your brain shifts from someday thinking to no action, turning vague hopes into concrete plans. Another important aspect is breaking down big goals into smaller, manageable steps. Large goals can feel overwhelming, causing paralysis or procrastination. But when you identify the milestones along the way, you create a clear path forward. Each small win builds momentum, confidence, and a sense of progress. This approach helps maintain motivation and makes the journey more manageable. Finally, deciding exactly what you want creates accountability. When you're clear about your destination, you can measure your progress and adjust your efforts as needed. It's easier to recognize when you're off track and course correct. Without this clarity, you risk drifting without knowing if you're moving closer or farther from your dreams. In short, clarity of purpose is not just a good idea. It's a necessity. It transforms your mind into an ally instead of an adversary, guiding your decisions, energizing your efforts, and sharpening your focus. The power of knowing exactly what you want can't be overstated because it sets the foundation for everything else that follows on the road to being the best. Working harder and more consistently than anyone else is the second rule that separates the best from the rest. Talent, luck, and opportunity all play a role in success, but they are often overrated compared to the power of relentless effort. When you commit to outworking everyone else in your field, you build an unshakable advantage that cannot be easily replicated. The key is not just working hard sporadically, but doing so with steady, disciplined consistency over time. Hard work means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It means pushing past fatigue, distractions, and the tempting comfort of shortcuts. Many people think success is about quick bursts of energy or occasional inspiration. But real success is forged in the daily grind, the hours nobody else sees or acknowledges. It's the early mornings when the world is still quiet, the late nights when most have given up, and the moments when you keep going because you know the alternative is stagnation. Consistency is the multiplier of hard work. A single day of intense effort won't make you the best, but repeating that effort day after day builds momentum that compounds. Just like money in the bank, your hard work accumulates interest over time. The habit of consistent effort trains your mind and body to perform at a high level naturally. Eventually, your work ethic becomes part of your identity, and success follows as a natural consequence. One of the challenges people face is that hard work is often misunderstood as sheer physical exertion or long hours. While effort and time matter, working smarter within that hard work is crucial. Being efficient, focused, and purposeful elevates your efforts. It's not just about clocking hours. It's about how effectively you use those hours to move closer to your goal. The best workers don't waste time. They prioritize tasks that create the greatest impact. Another important aspect is persistence through difficulty. Hard work inevitably involves setbacks, frustrations, and obstacles. Those who outwork others don't let these stop them. They see challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. Instead of complaining or quitting, they double down and find new ways to overcome barriers. This attitude of perseverance fuels a cycle of growth that others often miss. Hard work also means embracing sacrifice. To be the best, you must be willing to give up some short-term pleasures and distractions. That might mean less socializing, less leisure time, or fewer comforts as you invest in your long-term goals. It's a choice to trade temporary ease for lasting success. The discipline to make that trade consistently is what sets top performers apart. Another benefit of working harder and consistently is the confidence it builds. When you know you've put in the effort, your self-belief grows stronger. This confidence translates into better decision-making, greater resilience, and a willingness to take calculated risks. You're not relying on luck. You're relying on the hard work you've done to prepare for success. Moreover, hard work is contagious. When you commit to outworking others, you inspire those around you. Leaders who lead by example create cultures of excellence. Your work ethic sets a standard that motivates your team, your family, and your community. The impact of your effort extends beyond yourself. Finally, the rewards of hard work aren't always immediate or visible. The best understand that progress sometimes happens behind the scenes and requires faith in the process. Success is the result of countless hours of unseen effort, repeated consistently, with no guarantees except that persistence will pay off. This patience and commitment distinguish the best from those who give up too soon. Ultimately, working harder and more consistently than anyone else is a mindset, a refusal to settle, a commitment to excellence, and a relentless pursuit of improvement. It's the fuel that powers every great achievement and the foundation upon which mastery is built. When you embrace this rule, you put yourself on the path to becoming the best in your field, not by chance, but by choice. Investing continuously in self-education and personal growth is a vital rule for anyone who wants to be the best at anything. The world is constantly evolving. New ideas emerge, technologies advance, and industries shift. If you want to maintain an edge and stay at the top of your game, you must commit yourself to lifelong learning. Knowledge is not static. It's a dynamic force that grows and multiplies the more you nurture it. Many people believe that once they've finished formal education, their learning journey is complete. But the best understand that education never ends. It transforms from classroom lessons into daily habits of curiosity and improvement. Reading books, attending seminars, listening to podcasts, and seeking mentorship are not optional activities for the successful. They are essential investments that pay enormous dividends. Your mind is your most valuable asset, and investing in it is the most secure way to guarantee long-term success. Self-education fuels innovation and creativity. When you expand your understanding and expose yourself to new concepts, you open the door to fresh perspectives. This enables you to solve problems more effectively and seize opportunities others miss. People who stop learning become stagnant. Their skills grow rusty and their relevance fades. But those who commit to growth constantly sharpen their skills and evolve with the times. Personal growth is not only about intellectual knowledge, but also about developing emotional intelligence, discipline, communication skills, and character. The best performers recognize that success isn't solely a result of technical expertise. It's a balance of mind, heart, and habits. Investing in personal development means working on your attitude, resilience, and relationships. These elements create the foundation upon which your success is built. One of the most powerful ways to invest in yourself is by finding mentors and role models. Learning from those who have already traveled the path you want to take accelerates your growth and prevents costly mistakes. Mentors provide wisdom, guidance, and encouragement, helping you navigate challenges with greater confidence. Their insights often reveal shortcuts and strategies that self-taught learning alone can't offer. The habit of continuous learning also builds confidence. When you consistently improve your skills and knowledge, you feel more capable and prepared to handle whatever comes your way. This confidence influences your decisions, your interactions, and your willingness to take risks. It creates a positive feedback loop where growth breeds more growth. Another crucial aspect is embracing a growth mindset. The belief that your abilities can be developed through effort and learning. People with a fixed mindset believe they are born with a certain level of talent and that failure defines them. But the best know that failure is a stepping stone to mastery, a feedback mechanism that points the way to improvement. They view challenges as opportunities to learn rather than threats to their ego. Investing in yourself also means being deliberate with your time and energy. Just as you wouldn't pour money into a bad investment, you should be selective about what and how you learn. Choose resources and experiences that align with your goals and elevate your abilities. Quality matters more than quantity. A few focused, consistent habits of growth will outperform a scattered approach. Finally, continuous self-investment has a compounding effect. The knowledge and skills you acquire today will build on each other, creating a foundation that supports higher levels of achievement tomorrow. It's like planting seeds that grow into a flourishing tree over time. The more you nurture your mind and character, the richer and more fruitful your life becomes. In essence, investing in yourself is a lifelong commitment to becoming better than you were yesterday. It is the key that unlocks doors to opportunity, innovation, and success. Those who master this rule don't just survive in their field. They thrive and lead. This dedication to growth sets the best apart from the rest, fueling their journey to excellence and mastery. Persistence is the steadfast commitment to continue pursuing your goals despite the obstacles, setbacks, and disappointments that inevitably arise along the way. It is a defining characteristic of those who rise to the top and remain there. Many people give up the moment things get tough, but the best understand that persistence is not just a choice. It's a discipline that separates winners from quitters. Without persistence, even the clearest goals and hardest work will fall short. Every journey toward excellence is filled with challenges. Failure is not a sign of defeat, but a natural part of the learning process. The key is not to avoid failure, but to embrace it as feedback, a lesson that guides you toward improvement. Persistence means continuing to take action even when success seems distant or when progress is slow. It means refusing to let discouragement dictate your future. When others see obstacles and turn back, persistent people see opportunities to grow stronger. One of the greatest misconceptions about persistence is that it's about blindly repeating the same actions over and over. True persistence is smart persistence. It involves learning from mistakes, adjusting your approach, and staying flexible while never losing sight of your ultimate goal. It's about adapting without abandoning your vision. Persistence is not stubbornness. It's resilience with a purpose. Persistence builds character and mental toughness. It trains you to handle discomfort, uncertainty, and pressure without surrendering. Each time you push through a challenge, you strengthen your confidence and deepen your resolve. This growing resilience makes future obstacles easier to overcome because you have proven to yourself that you can endure and prevail. Moreover, persistence is contagious. When you demonstrate unwavering commitment, you inspire those around you. Whether it's your team, family, or community, leaders who persist create cultures of determination and excellence. Their perseverance encourages others to adopt the same mindset, multiplying the impact of their efforts. Another critical aspect of persistence is patience. Success rarely happens overnight. It is the result of consistent effort compounded over time. Impatience can lead to quitting prematurely or making hasty decisions that derail progress. The best understand that persistence requires faith in the process and a long-term view. They trust that every small step forward is a building block toward their ultimate success. Persistence also demands a positive attitude. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned. But maintaining optimism and belief in your abilities fuels your perseverance. A negative mindset drains energy and focus, while a positive outlook renews your motivation and keeps you moving forward. In practical terms, developing persistence means setting realistic expectations and celebrating small wins. Recognize that setbacks are part of the journey, not the end of it. When you acknowledge your progress, no matter how incremental, you reinforce your commitment and stay motivated. Each small victory builds momentum that carries you through tougher times. Furthermore, persistence helps you overcome fear. The fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown. When you persist, you prove to yourself that fear does not control you. You learn that success lies on the other side of discomfort, and that pushing through fear is necessary for growth. Finally, persistence transforms desire into reality. It is the bridge that connects your vision to achievement. Dreams alone won't manifest without consistent, determined action over time. Persistence turns ambition into accomplishment, obstacles into opportunities, and setbacks into stepping stones. To be the best at anything, persistence must become a non-negotiable part of your character. It is the secret weapon of champions, the invisible force behind every great success story. When you cultivate persistence, you ensure that no matter what life throws at you, you will continue moving forward until you reach your highest potential. Maintaining disciplined focus on your highest priorities is one of the most powerful habits you can develop on the path to becoming the best at anything. In a world filled with distractions, competing demands, and endless options. Focus acts like a compass that keeps you aligned with what truly matters. Without disciplined focus, your energy becomes scattered and your progress slows down. The best understand that success is not about doing everything. It's about doing the right things consistently and with full attention. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment, but it only works when paired with focus. It's easy to be busy without being productive, moving from task to task without real direction. Focus ensures that your discipline is applied to the tasks that move you closer to your goals, rather than dissipated on trivial activities or distractions. It's the art of saying no to good opportunities so you can say yes to the great ones. One reason focus is so important is that the mind is naturally drawn to novelty and distraction. Social media, emails, notifications, and multitasking can fragment your attention and reduce your effectiveness. The best performers create environments and routines that minimize distractions. They carve out blocks of uninterrupted time, dedicated solely to their most important work. This deliberate management of attention is what separates average results from extraordinary achievements. Prioritizing your highest value activities requires clarity about your goals and an understanding of which actions will yield the greatest return. This means you must constantly evaluate your daily tasks through the lens of your long-term objectives. Ask yourself, does this task align with my most important goal? Will this action move me closer to becoming the best? If the answer is no, then it's time to reconsider how you spend your time. Focused discipline also means resisting the temptation to chase every new idea or opportunity that comes your way. While being open to possibilities is valuable, too many people fall into the trap of distraction disguised as opportunity. They spread themselves too thin, starting many projects but finishing few. The best know that depth matters more than breadth. Mastery comes from sustained focus on a chosen path, not from dabbling in everything. Another key element is creating habits that support your focus. Habits are powerful because they automate behavior and reduce the need for constant willpower. When you build routines around your highest priorities, whether it's morning rituals, scheduled work sessions, or regular review of goals, you reduce the friction that can pull you off course. These habits create a foundation of consistency that allows your focus to sharpen over time. Focus also involves emotional discipline. It requires managing your mindset to avoid discouragement or frustration when progress is slow or when distractions tempt you to give up. The best performers cultivate patience and a long-term perspective, understanding that true mastery takes time and persistent effort. They train their minds to stay present and engaged with the task at hand, resisting the urge to drift into worry or doubt. Furthermore, disciplined focus leads to higher quality work. When your attention is fully engaged, your creativity, problem solving, and decision-making improve. You become more efficient and effective, producing results that stand out. This quality of work not only accelerates your progress, but also builds a reputation for excellence that can open doors to new opportunities. Discipline and focus also go hand in hand with energy management. It's not enough to work hard. You must work smart. Paying attention to your physical health, rest, and mental well-being ensures that you have the energy to sustain focus over long periods. The best performers balance effort with recovery, recognizing that burnout undermines even the strongest discipline. In addition, disciplined focus creates momentum. Each small, focused effort builds upon the last, creating a powerful forward motion. Momentum makes difficult tasks easier and fuels motivation. When you maintain focus on your highest priorities, you harness this momentum and create a cycle of continuous improvement. Ultimately, maintaining disciplined focus on your highest priorities is about respect. Respect for your goals, your time, and yourself. It's a commitment to live intentionally and purposefully, avoiding the noise and distractions that dilute your efforts. This disciplined focus is a defining trait of the best in any field. It transforms potential into achievement and dreams into reality, paving the way for mastery and lasting success. Building strong relationships and a supportive network is a cornerstone of becoming the best at anything. No person achieves greatness in isolation. Success is deeply interconnected with the people around us. The best understand that cultivating meaningful connections is not just a social activity, but a strategic and essential part of personal and professional growth. These relationships provide support, insight, opportunity, and encouragement throughout the journey to excellence. First, strong relationships offer emotional and psychological support during difficult times. The road to mastery is often filled with setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. Having a network of people who believe in you, offer encouragement, and hold you accountable can make the difference between giving up and pushing forward. When challenges arise, knowing you have trusted allies provides resilience and motivation to keep going. Relationships also open doors to opportunities that might otherwise remain hidden. Your network can introduce you to mentors, collaborators, clients, and new avenues for growth. The best performers don't just rely on their own efforts. They leverage the collective power of their relationships to multiply their impact. Opportunities often come through people rather than random chance, and those with strong networks have a significant advantage in accessing them. Building a supportive network requires intention and generosity. It's not about collecting contacts or using people solely for your benefit. The best know that authentic relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and a genuine desire to help others succeed as well. When you add value to others' lives, whether through support, sharing knowledge, or encouragement, you create bonds that are resilient and rewarding. Effective communication is a critical skill in building and maintaining relationships. Listening attentively, expressing yourself clearly, and showing empathy build trust and deepen connections. The best performers are often excellent communicators because they understand that relationships thrive on understanding and connection, not just transactions. Networking also broadens your perspective. Interacting with people from diverse backgrounds, industries, and experiences exposes you to new ideas, challenges your assumptions, and inspires innovation. This diversity enriches your thinking and problem-solving abilities, making you more adaptable and creative. The best recognize that learning from others is a continuous process and that every relationship can be a source of insight. Mentorship is a special kind of relationship that accelerates growth. Finding mentors who have already achieved what you aspire to gives you access to wisdom, experience, and shortcuts. Mentors help you avoid pitfalls, refine your strategies, and stay motivated. But mentorship is also a two-way street. By showing commitment and willingness to learn, you make the relationship valuable for both parties. Another aspect is collaboration. Working with others toward a shared goal amplifies creativity and productivity. The best performers know when to seek partnership, recognizing that combined strengths often lead to greater results than going it alone. Collaboration also builds social capital and expands your influence within your field. Consistency and follow-up are vital in nurturing relationships. Reaching out, showing appreciation, offering help, and staying connected demonstrate that you value the relationship beyond immediate needs. Strong networks are built over time through regular, meaningful interactions. Finally, your network reflects your values and aspirations. Surrounding yourself with positive, motivated, and successful individuals creates an environment that encourages your own growth. You become a product of the company you keep. So being selective and intentional about your relationships influences your mindset, habits, and ultimately your results. In summary, building strong relationships and a supportive network is not a passive endeavor, but a deliberate and ongoing commitment. It enriches your journey, multiplies your opportunities, and provides the foundation upon which lasting success is built. The best performers understand that the power of relationships extends far beyond individual effort. It's the collective strength that propels them toward mastery and fulfillment. When you weave these 8 assets into the fabric of your life, you're not just chasing wealth. You're building a foundation for lasting freedom and fulfillment. Each asset, from investing in yourself to nurturing relationships, works together like the gears of a finely tuned machine, driving you steadily toward a life where financial independence is not a distant dream, but an inevitable reality. Remember, becoming rich and never having to work again isn't about luck or shortcuts. It's about commitment, discipline, and the wise choices you make every day. So embrace these principles, make them your own, and watch as they transform your journey into one of true abundance and success.